What's cracking, Jack? It's Sunday, November 30th, and you're in the jungle. 8 games on the slate in the association. We're going to break them all down right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the show, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 8 games in the NBA, give you my best bets, sometimes 2, for each one of those games. I'm also going to leave 2 links for you in the comments section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, you get my best NBA bet of the day text to your phone. Yesterday's play was Saddiq Bey of the Pelicans over 13.5 points. Congratulations to all who cashed. That's now 22 of 28, 79% $5 favorite plays of the day in the NBA that I've hit. And that's no jive, Jack. I shoot you straight, video proof, if you want to look back. But we're hitting 22 of 28 this season in the NBA, $5 favorites play of the day. The second link is to my Black Friday sale. Now, it was going to end yesterday at midnight. A few people reached out because we have an NFL video out there asking if we'd extend it to today. So the Black Friday sale goes through today at midnight. A year membership in the jungle, ordinarily $199. With the Black Friday sale, it's $169, 15% off. That link is active until midnight tonight. As a member, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning. All sports, all access. You also get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you're considering placing. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by MyBookie.ag. Open up an account today at MyBookie.ag using promo code SILVERBACK. And if your first bet doesn't hit, it's refunded up to $500. 2 great things about MyBookie.ag. It's one of the biggest offshore sports books that there is, so you can use it in all 50 states. And again, use promo code SILVERBACK to open a new account, and your first bet's insured up to $500. So Jungle members and I went 3-1 yesterday in the NBA. And again, if you're new to the channel, what I do is I break down every single game. I give you a best bet every day for every game in the NBA. The recap that I do are the bets that I take. Now, the bets that I place myself and the bets that I send out, I send my full card out to Jungle members. They're taken from the video. We don't bet every single game in the video, but the bets we take are taken from the video. So we were 3-1. We hit Cade Cunningham over points. We hit Emmanuel Quickley over points, and we hit on Saddiq Bey over points. We missed Benedict Mathurin over his points. So in November, we're hitting 60% overall, 61 and 42. We're up 16.4 units. Our journey today begins in Utah with the Rockets laying 11.5 points, taking on the Jazz over under 232.5. Kevin Durant back for Houston. Keontae George questionable for the Jazz. Utah is terrible defensively. The only way they beat you is outscoring you in high-scoring games. The problem is the Rockets are 4th highest-scoring team in the NBA. Second best team defensively, allowing just 110 points a game also. And they have the second best point differential in the NBA at plus 10.5 points per contest. Utah's point differential minus 6.5 per game. Houston's a far superior team on both sides of the ball. They're well rested and they haven't played since November 26th. Lay the points with the Rockets. I'd also consider Lauri Markkanen of Utah under, a rare jungle under, 25.5 points. He's been held under this line in 3 of his last 5 games, and he should have a hard time scoring with Houston's Amen Thompson guarding him today, one of the league's best defenders. Boston plus 8.5 at Cleveland. The over-under is 231.5. Boston on the second day of a back-to-back. I think Cleveland wins this game, but also 8.5 is too many to give the Celtics in this situation. This is the number that Boston has covered in 84% of their games this season, and Cleveland has only won by this margin of 8.5 in 38% of their games. Boston has covered the spread overall in 4 of their last 5, and Cleveland has failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5. The Celtics play a slow-paced half-court offense and keep games close. They're 30th in pace, slowest paced team in the NBA, and they give up the 3rd least amount of points in the league. That's a recipe for a cover of 8.5 points. That's why they cover this number so much. The last time out against Boston, Donovan Mitchell had a miserable performance, so he's someone that I would look at today. I'd take the 8.5 with Boston, but consider Mitchell over 28.5 points. He averages more points against the Celtics than he does any other team. And like I said, last game out against Boston, he had a miserable 15-point performance in a Cleveland loss. I look for him to try to rectify that today, but I look for a Celtics spread cover as well. Atlanta plus 1.5 at Philadelphia. Over under 239.5. I like the over in this game. 61% of Sixers games have gone over this number, and 4 of their last 5. 55% of Atlanta's games this year have gone over this number, and 7 of their last 9. I'd also consider Jalen Johnson of the Hawks over 23.5 points. He's over this line in 7 of his last 10 with a median of 25 points a game. Toronto plus 7.5 at the Knicks. The over-under is 232.5. Raptors coming off a brutal overtime loss last night in Charlotte. I think this is a tough spot for Toronto, the second day in a back-to-back after a tough loss in overtime. And minus 7.5 is a line the Knicks have covered in 61% of their games. R.J. Barrett still out for Toronto, and this could also be a rest spot for some other starters. Lay the points with the Knicks. Oklahoma City, minus 11.5 at Portland. Over-under 232.5. The Thunder are 19-1 straight up this season, and have covered this number, they've covered this number of minus 11.5 in 8 of their last 10. Portland has lost 6 of their last 8, and they're just 33% against the spread their last 11 games. These two teams played November 23rd in OKC, and OKC covered the spread of 15.5 in that game, winning by 27. I don't see what changes here. OKC's on a global tour to let every team know how much better they are than them. Lay the big number with the Thunder, and also consider A.J. Mitchell of the Thunder over 10.5 points. Now, he exited Friday's game against the Suns with a knee contusion, but seems to be fine. He doesn't have an injury designation or injury tag to him whatsoever. He should get his minutes, and this is a line that he's exceeded in 85% of games this season. San Antonio plus 3.5 at Minnesota. Over-under is 234.5. Minnesota's on day 2 of a back-to-back. They beat the Celtics by 4 yesterday. Spurs are playing well. They've won 5 of their last 6, and they've covered the spread in 6 of their last 7. Minnesota just 1-3 against the number in their last 4. I like the more rested, hotter team with the points here. Take the 3.5 and also look at Spurs rookie Dylan Harper over 10.5 points. It's his 3rd game back from an injury, but he's played 8 games this season and been over in 7 of them. Memphis, minus 2.5 at Sacramento, over under 233.5. John Morant is the best player the Grizzlies ever had, but Memphis is a better team without him. They've now won 4 of their last 5 games straight up. Memphis is 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 games against bottom 10 defenses, of which Sacramento is 1. They allow 123.3 points a game. Kings are 2-8 straight up and against the spread in their last 10. With Memphis, we have a young team trying to become something, playing hard. With Sacramento, you have an old team that's given up on the season. Lay the 2.5 with Memphis. And last game today, New Orleans plus 15.5. Good God, at the Lakers, over under 233.5. This is a spread you want to stay away from. Everyone knows me knows 2 things. I don't fucks with avocado, and I don't fucks with high spreads. Let's go straight to the player prop market, and we'll take Luka over 32.5 points. He's over in 5 straight games, and he's had a day of rest. He's at home, and New Orleans gives up the 5th most points in the association. Have a great day, Jungle Nation, and I'll see you tomorrow with a little more money in your pocket.